Welcome back, everybody. Gonna be landing some airplanes today with my headset on. JK, I don't wear this thing around all the time. Just got a pretty nice phone call from my neighbor Mike. He's got some 2-year-old hay that he wants to clean up. So he said if I get over there with the truck, he'll load me up. I can have it. That's what we're gonna start off with today, and then do some normal feeding. We'll show you a little bit of that probably. Then we're gonna start winding up some wire. I got Mrs. Sassy Pants is gonna help me today. It's Saturday, so we're gonna wind up some wire around the cornstalks we had up north, and then a bale grazing site, and a little bit along the road, depending on how much we get done. That's what's happening on Ranching Sodak. So last night we went to town, had supper. Friends of ours west of Britain had waste oil in their container that was full. So we had to take this over there. I got a pump that I made. This is just an electric motor, and this is a gear pump off of some type of an implement. I don't even know what this would be off of, but it's a gear pump, primes itself. Sucked out of his and filled up my tote, 250 gallons of waste oil. I got to get that unloaded first. I got the skid steer running. We'll get this unloaded. Go try to start that semi. The batteries have been going dead if you don't drive it every day, so we'll see. Then we'll be after that hay. For those of you that don't know, we heat our house and my shop and my garage and everything with waste oil from a boiler in the shop. So I have a handful of people that give me their oil. So some people take 3 years to fill up a tote. Some people do it every year, but once I got a list of these people all around, I'm able to keep enough oil on hand, or typically I can find enough oil without having to do too much digging around. But this will last about 2.5 weeks. Yeah, 2.5 to 3 weeks, one tote will. Looking for my jumper cables. We'll see if she fires up. Check the oil. Yep, that looks good. Check it over here. That's good. Don't fail me now, girl. It sounds like an epic fail, bud. Give that a couple of seconds. We'll play the waiting game now. You're in my spot. Evacuate. Second attempt. This was an old city mosquito truck they used to use back in Chicago. They just drive it along the streets and fog out mosquitoes. Nice!
Over here, Millie. Millie.
One. He said that was an alfalfa bale, but it was all caramelized. It's like a damn brick. Thing must probably weigh 2,000 pounds. We're out of here. See if this little girl will pull up the hill. It ain't, I mean, we're downhill a little bit, but not too bad. Oh, nothing to her, my guy. Beeping at me. Got a little go-go juice. Well, it's just like he said, it's slew hay, but it smells really good. Of course, you can't smell it on the TV, but there's a lot of green stuff in here. But there's definitely a lot of water grass, water weeds. Nice and dry. Yeah, it smells pretty good actually. And the good sign is see those cows? They didn't walk down. They walked up and they started eating right there. So that's telling me that they'll eat it. We'll give another bale to another group. Let's go give these girls some and see what they think of this new bale. 4 baby calves. They're all hanging out together. All you guys that see, I don't take my calves, but that calf goes with that cow. I can tell because you can just see it in their eye. See? Oh, yeah, that's my calf. Sassy Pants is gonna tag that calf here in a little bit. These girls like it too. Something a little different, but it is nice. It's green and it's 2-year-old hay, so it's broke down. They kind of like that better almost. It's underneath that big wad of crap though, so I think I'll just say TO on the net wrap for now and get it later. Famous last words. Back to the bale pile. That cow didn't come over here, so I don't know if she was down in them cattails along the edge, if she's got a calf, or what the frick. We'll go check it out. Hopefully she didn't have it in the water. She wants to go eat, but Sassy Pants spotted it. If you can look, zoom in right in there. See that little black dot? That's a little baby calf. He's doing fine. She's looking at us, looking at him. Everything's cool, man. We're out of here. What do you think, huh? Naughty girls? They're liking it. Why don't we actually check out Dane's operation right now? Let's teleport to Tolstoy and see what's happening there. How'd they do it in Wayne's World? Something like that.
All right, guys, we're here at my new shop right here. I don't have the whole space yet, but I will eventually have most of this. There's some stuff that Jack, the owner, needs to get done, but I'm renting this, pretty much the whole thing from him. There's a big yard out here where I can store stuff, store mats outside, but I moved the tire cutter in here already. Got the barrels here for my table, and there's what the table looks like right now, but we're gonna put that together. We're gonna be doing today. It's Saturday, so I don't have any tires out here or anything. I'm gonna go get some on Monday once I get set up, and I need to get some hookups to get this thing to run. But the nice part about this shop is it's already got air from an air compressor back there right down the wall to right here, and then it's also got 220 power outlet right there, so that'll run this machine. There's outlets right here to charge stuff, batteries for the drills and everything, a little bit of storage, and we're inside. Insulated building, overhead door. It's gonna be nicer than the back of the barn in the dwarf shop for sure. So we're gonna get after it. A little time lapse of us putting this table together, and also the girls are here to help. You guys can say hey.
Hey guys.
It's just a camera. It's not gonna hurt you.
Knock it off.
All right, let's get after it, folks. Alrighty guys, we got the project done. As you can see, I'm on the table right now. That's what we did today. It was Saturday, so we're gonna go back to their place and feed some horses and probably move into my house, do that stuff. But yeah, that's it for now. We're gonna go get tires on Monday, hopefully, and get cracking in the shop here. Stay tuned.
Well, I got a couple loads fed out, but I was going to show you guys, we opened up that silage bag. So let's head up there, and I leave the wagon parked down here. Got to get my good side on camera, right? Pile's gone. I got a load of beet pulp. I was wishful thinking back a couple weeks ago. I thought, oh, it looks like that pile will be enough. I get a couple loads of beet pulp, I won't have to open this bag. That wasn't the case. I got too many cows, I guess. So we opened up the bag, and there's a little trick to feeding out of a bag, which I don't have it totally figured out by any means. Curtis, he's fed out of so many bags. He's like an artist when it comes to keeping the bottom clean and figuring it out. So I need to call him again and ask him the tips and tricks, but I did leave the bottom. So now I got to decide how to cut that next top part. So I got kind of some sides, and then I want to keep the bottom so my tires are on it at least, I think. But anyway, let's hop out and take a look at this here. As you can see, I'm driving on the bag. Some way that I got to leave this side so it is like a bunker for me, but then I can't have this crap up top because I can't get my grapple forks in here. So I'm gonna try to do like just cut like a half moon and try to leave some side plastic and see if that helps me out a little bit. But we're only into it maybe 10 feet now so far, so we're just getting started on it. So I don't know, I think that looks pretty good. If I can keep the bottom from ripping and just keep going, and I don't know if a guy should bump the outside of this so that falls down. We'll keep experimenting. But see, I'm a long ways from my wagon, which I don't like driving back and forth, but it does get mixed pretty well when you go back and forth that far. I can definitely get some pretty decent sized scoops in here, but you just gotta drive slow. Try not to dribble. So basically only gotta make 2 trips up there to the wagon per load. This one's a pretty good jag here. I'd say we got dang near 3,000 pounds in the bucket right now. Quick, put in the comments before you can see the scale. Scale says 4,500. I bet we don't have 3,000. 6,900 now, so 2,500 pounds. I always open that door, run it a little bit. When you bounce it over a mile driving down the road, then it doesn't get so compacted in there. When you go to start it back up, it's got a place for it to go, and it takes some of the weight off, pull some more weight to the hitch. Anyways, let's go. Load to make. I see Jim's out here. Jim and Carla, we went and got them from the airport on Tuesday night. So he's been home a short week now, but I think this is the first time he's come up to the farm. So he's checking things over, see how everything wintered. Epic time lapse of a dirty windshield loading the feeder wagon. Alrighty, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen and animals great and small, we're done with the feeding, so I'm gonna head home and grab a little something to eat. And then it's kind of cool and windy out. I said we were gonna wind up some wire, which I think we still better do some, make an attempt at picking up some of this hot wire. There's Jim, he's back. Talk to him for a little bit. He's busy with nothing to do, he says. Alright guys, we're back. We got the Sonoma loaded up. We got that corn stalks full of these little rod posts, so we'll start filling this thing up. I can scoop it off with a skid steer. I got a couple empty spools. I got Ellie. We'll get the wire winder. Bring it over here. We'll put that platypus on. We got to put the platypus on the back for riding, and then the girls can pull posts, and I'll roll up some wire. Platypus 9000, so you can ride on the back here between posts, take the post off, throw it in here, hop back on.
Gotta get the wire winder hooked up. This thing's pretty sweet. Makes a world of difference.
Are you narrating again like a naughty girl? Look at the smile on this girl. It is 6 o'clock on a Saturday night. What would a girl want to do? Let's go wind up some wire. And Ellie's home for the weekend. She's jacked up. Well, we made her to her. The girls are pulling them posts coming this way, this first stretch. And then it goes this way about 3/4 of a mile and then back. So we'll wind this one up first and then go that way. See, Laverne was out here already kind of scratched his hay ground. I think he reseeded it some with some orchard grass, but kind of knocked down some of the pocket gopher mounds. And how's the platypus working?
Good. Bottomed it out a couple times.
Oh yeah.
In the end.
This one's kind of a longer stretch, like I said, 3/4 of a mile. There's no insulator on here, so I'm going to tie this receiver hitch on so I got a little weight. So that, what Ellie's rolling up was that thin 14 gauge crap. Oh, like lifting stuff.
Why don't you cut that and let her start over again, since it's...
We got the last, probably well, not quite 3/4, 5/8 to 3/4 of a mile. And then we got a side mission. Sun's going down. Sparky's been gone. Sparky's been on the running amok for last night. We went to town. Sparky followed us a ways to town, so she's been hanging out like 6 miles west of us today. I just got the call from a farmer down there, so we got to head down and grab her. He's got her down there. Naughty girl. Sassy Pants is still smiling in there. Loves working on a Saturday night. Okay, Ellie. Go for it. Let's see what you got. See if you got to figure it out. All right, Ellie's gonna drive that. We got this old girl. Ooh, looks like my radiator fill reservoir is asking for something. What happened there? We're loaded, bud. Works pretty good. Mint. Now we gotta go find Sparky. Poor Sparky.
Right.
Sparky has been found. We had the report that she was down here by this field where the co-op was spreading fertilizer, and we just drove by and didn't see her, and all of a sudden she comes behind us and jumps on the pickup. So, well guys, thanks for tuning in. We got quite a bit done today. It was fun to work with Ellie, and we got Sparky back. All is well. Sun's going down. We will catch you on the next one. Peace. Right.